Hello everyone and welcome to our presentation. Today we're going to focus on the concept of the deferred annuity as it pertains to the Principles of Finance course. So let's just go ahead and get started. So first, let's start off with an explanation of what a deferred annuity is. Technically speaking, a deferred annuity is nothing more than an annuity whose first payment begins at some date in the future. For valuation purposes, this typically is going to imply that valuation is going to be a two-step process, with a typical or regular ordinary annuity, valuation is a one-step process. However, with the deferred annuity, what we see is a two-step process. So that begs the question, what are those two steps? Step one is to determine the actual value of the annuity as you would have done with any other regular annuity. The next step, step two, is to determine then the value of the annuity based on how long it will be deferred or how long it will take for it to start. So let's take a look at the next slide and see what that looks like. Here's this two-step valuation process expanded and explained. Let's take the following scenario, and it says you have the following deferred annuity. If you're going to receive $50,000 for 15 years, starting 6 years from now, that's how we know it's deferred because of that blurb right there. What is the present value of the cash flows discounted at 8%? So step one is going to look like any other regular ordinary annuity. We are in end mode, because it has not specified that we are in begin mode. The annuity is going to last for 15 years. Our interest rate is stated to be annual 8%. The payment to be received, because an annuity is a series of equal payments, so that's why it's classified as a PMT, is going to be $50,000. So we put all this into our financial calculator and we get a present value of $427,973.93. That's our present value of that annuity based on what we're given now. So that's step one. Once we have that, the regular process of evaluating and valuation of that annuity, we can then move on to step two. So what is step two? We must now, for step two, take that $427,973.93 that we solved for and determine what that will be worth once it is received. So how long until it is received? Well, the question mentioned that it's going to be 6 years for it to be received. So since we are in end mode, that gives us 5 complete periods before it is to be received. So now we're going to seek the present value once more for this deferred annuity. All right. So some things are going to change. Some are going to stay the same. Let's see what happens. Our number of periods, as we mentioned, is going to drop to 5 because it's being deferred for 6 whole years, but we are in end mode. Our interest rate, isn't going to change. That's at 8%. Now, the biggest change is from we were dealing with a payment because that's what we do when we have an annuity, but now we're simply solving for the present value of a future lump sum. That future lump sum is what we just solved for. So the future value is going to be a negative $427,973.93 because theoretically speaking, if we wanted to grasp this opportunity, if you will, this annuity, we would have to pay that much money. So that's why it's negative in the calculator's eyes. We would then solve for the present value, which the present value of this deferred annuity using our two-step process would be $291,271.87. So remember, with deferred annuity, it is a two-step process. Step one and step two. Step one is the traditional step thought of with ordinary regular annuities. Step two is getting the present value of it once it is to be received. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for your time and keep up the hard work.